Okay, let's talk about it. There's been a lot of noise lately about luxury brands being exposed. People are saying they've been scammed. TikTok is filled with clips claiming that your favorite Dior, Prada, Gucci pieces are made in the same Chinese factories as fast fashion or even dupes. And somehow that's being used as proof that luxury is dead. Let's slow down. First of all, luxury is not dying. It's not going anywhere. And trust me when I say this, people who truly love and understand luxury are not giving up their Birkins because of a viral TikTok. And if you care about fashion, real fashion, you need to hear this. I'm Ju. This is Girl Talk with Ju, and if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram at GTWJMag. That's where we take this conversation even further. Let's get into it. This idea that luxury is over just because we now know more about manufacturing, that's not a scandal. That's transparency, and frankly, it's overdue. But it doesn't change the fact that luxury has never been just about where something was made. It's about how it's made, what it's made with, why it was made, and the heritage behind it. People love to scream that it's all made in China, okay? But let's not pretend all factories are the same. You can't compare a sweatshop pumping out $15 handbags to a high-end facility with artisans who've trained for years using premium-grade materials and meticulously following brand-specific protocols. Yes, sometimes they're in the same city, even the same industrial zone. But the levels? Not even close. And yes, they may be created in China or even in the same factories, but the products are definitely not the same, and many consumers have known for years that, of course, some of the items are made there. Also, can we stop pretending fakes are just as good? They're not. People who know luxury can spot a fake across the room. From the stitching to the hardware to the feel of the leather, there's a difference. Just because something looks similar in a filtered video doesn't mean it holds the same quality or value. Let's be real, and the people celebrating this, like it's the downfall of luxury, let me be honest. It's giving bitterness. It's giving, I couldn't afford it, so now I want everyone to feel stupid for buying it. But that's not how this works. Luxury buyers aren't swiping their cards because TikTok told them to. Most of them don't even care what TikTok thinks. They buy what they love, they buy what they connect to, whether it's a heritage brand like Chanel or an under-the-radar label out of Milan. They don't need approval. That's the difference. It's not about flashing logos to prove a point. It's about curation, taste, knowledge. This is a moment where people need to stop confusing algorithm-fed opinions with the reality of fashion. TikTok is an app, not the fashion industry. Luxury isn't just surviving, it's evolving. And that's a good thing. People are being more intentional. They're investing smarter. They're learning the difference between marketing hype and genuine craftsmanship. But they're not ditching designer, and they're certainly not replacing it with $40 dupes from a random Instagram seller. So let's be clear. Luxury brands are being pushed to be more transparent. Yes, luxury buyers are becoming more conscious, absolutely. But luxury disappearing? Collapsing? Being cancelled? Never that. Because as long as there's a desire for beauty, heritage, artistry and excellence, luxury will always have a place. And for those of you watching, don't let TikTok convince you that you have to perform your consumption to be valid. You don't need to own luxury to love fashion. But if you do love luxury, love it on your terms. Know why you buy what you buy. And don't let anyone shame you for enjoying beautiful things. This conversation isn't over. We're just getting started. Let's unpack something else no one's really saying out loud. A lot of this outrage, it's performative. Suddenly, people who never bought designer bags in the first place are cancelling luxury as if they were personally betrayed. But the truth is, many of them were never the audience. This scandal, if you even want to call it that, isn't about the people who have been investing in fashion, researching collections, following the ateliers, or understanding the legacy of a brand. It's about the people who followed a trend. There was a time, maybe between 2020 and 2022, when luxury was going viral. Everyone wanted to unbox a Lady Dior, show off their Telfar in aesthetic lighting. That moment attracted a lot of people who never loved luxury for what it really was. They loved what it represented. Status, validation, rich girl aesthetics. But fashion is more than just aesthetics, it's culture. It's history, it's psychology. Luxury fashion has always been about more than just owning things. It's about why you want them, why the silhouette of a Celine coat gives you confidence, why you save up for a Leo bag, not because it's trendy, but because Jonathan Anderson's creative direction speaks to your soul. That's what fashion enthusiasts know. That's what real style people live for. So when people say it's all the same factory or you're being scammed, they're only telling half the story, because no one's being forced to buy luxury. And those of us who do, we're not confused. We know exactly what we're buying. We're buying heritage, quality, brand legacy. And yes, sometimes a little fantasy too, because luxury is also about beauty. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me give you an example. This bag isn't just stitched together in a factory. It's the result of decades of refinement, generations of artisans perfecting their craft, quality control that takes weeks, not hours, materials that are expertly handled. Now compare that to a $30 dupe that arrived in a plastic mailer. Yes, maybe it looks similar on a screen, but in real life, it's not the same, and that matters to the people who care. So here's the bottom line. Luxury isn't just about a bag or a shoe. It's about what that bag or shoe means to you. Some people find their joy in collecting, others in admiring from afar. Some people spend on fashion, others invest in art or travel or tech. It's all valid. What's not valid is trying to shame people for enjoying the things they love just because you've decided it's no longer trendy. If TikTok wants to move on from luxury, that's fine, but don't confuse a social media trend cycle with a cultural shift. Luxury is still here, it's still evolving, and the people who truly understand it, we're not going anywhere. You're allowed to love beauty, you're allowed to appreciate craft, and you're allowed to do it without feeling guilty, performative, or ashamed. Because fashion is personal. And at GTWJ, we'll always talk about the deeper side of it. Thanks for being part of the conversation. Don't forget, there's a full article live right now on GTWJ Mag, breaking this all down, including brand-by-brand analysis, real sources from manufacturers, and what this all means for the future of fashion. Follow us on Instagram at GTWJ Mag, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. More deep dives are coming. This is just the beginning, where fashion thinks deeper.